What is going on, New York Giants fans? Welcome to another video from HITSQUAD Productions. First of all, I want to say thank you so much to everybody for the support. We just hit 100 followers on Twitter. If you haven't already, go follow us on Twitter. The link will be in the description. We'll follow you guys back. And also, we want to say thank you so much to all the new subscribers to the channel. We've been increasing our subscribers. We appreciate you guys so much. We're going to be doing more live streams. You know, we are a smaller channel and we are working with other smaller channels as well, just so you know we can all grow with each other. And the Giants community is a great community, man, for real. But in this video, I wanted to give my overall draft grades on the draft because I thought that the New York Giants had an excellent draft. Now, let's get into this, right? So, obviously, we traded back with Chicago, and we got a haul of picks and ended up selecting Kadarius Toney at pick 20. To me, that's an A signing. I'm not going to give it an A+, but I'm definitely going to give it an A. Kadarius Toney can do so many things, man. So many things. You can play him outside. You can play him in the slot. You can have him on special teams. You can put him in the backfield as a running back. He is a jack-of-all-trades player, and you're getting an elusive player with some speed. He doesn't go down, so he's definitely going to be one of those players that are going to be hard to take down. He plays with aggression, and he brings a little something different to the New York Giants that we haven't had in quite some time. And to me, this was one of my favorite signings in this entire draft, if I'm being perfectly honest with you guys. Now, in the second round, we traded back with Miami, got a future pick for that as well, and we were able to select Azeez Ojulari with the 50th overall pick. Now, this was honestly an excellent signing. This is my A+ signing. You had experts and you had Giants fans who really wanted us to pick Azeez Ojulari with the 11th overall pick. Some people genuinely believe that he is the best pass rusher in this entire draft, even, more than Jalen Phillips. And I could see that. I could definitely see that. I like his hands. He has great speed. He has great bend. He can get to the QB. We're adding another Georgia Bulldog. And honestly, he fits this scheme amazing. And he really does take this team to the next level. I think that he comes in and he's our best edge rusher coming off of the ball. And I think that if he can have the production that he had at Georgia, man, I'm very excited to see the different ways that Patrick Grant can use this guy, because you're getting a dominant player off the ball, and that's really what we need. Now, when we look at the third round, this was definitely a pick that a lot of Giants fans, well, let me not say a lot. I'm going to say a good portion of Giants fans were very confused as to why we selected a corner when we should have went offensive tackle. And I'm going to give my opinions on that later in the video. But we traded up and we went and drafted cornerback out of University of Central Florida, Aaron Robinson. Now, Aaron Robinson, to me, he's definitely a nickel corner. In the nickel packages, he would do well. I don't think that, he would come in and outright, beat Darnay Holmes in the nickel position, but I do think that, we need depth there. And I think that right now, it's about, who's going to come in and be the best player, for the New York Giants. And as much as I love Darnay Holmes, if A-Rob come in and win, I'm gonna trust Joe Judge and his staff, and really putting out the best players on the field. And I think that Aaron Robinson, he plays with aggression. He has a good sense for the ball. I do think that he kind of needs to work on his press coverage. But at the same time, I think what the Giants are doing right now is just building depth, which is what we need. I think honestly, when we saw how this team played when James Bradbury was out of the lineup with COVID during the Cleveland game, it really showed you how vulnerable this defense can be. And I think that even with us signing Adoree Jackson, we need depth at that position. We really do, because players like Sam Beal, they're not going to really play out with the New York Giants. I think the New York Giants should cut him. And I like Isaac Yiadom. I thought the defense played very well with Isaac Yiadom in the lineup. I thought that he played better down the stretch than he did in the the beginning of the season. But this is a passing league, guys. We need as many corners as we can get. And on the topic of James Bradberry, he doesn't have that much time left on his contract. We don't know if the Giants are going to look to re-sign him. We don't know if he's going to maybe want to go somewhere else. We don't know. We have no idea. And as much as I love James Bradberry, I'm a bigger fan of the New York Giants. And I think that right now we need to select the best players available, which is, to me, what the Giants did. Now, in the 4th round, we went and selected linebacker Ellerson Smith. Now, this one was definitely something that it took me a little bit to really understand the pick and like the pick, because before I gave it a B, and I'm gonna give it a B plus. And the reason why that I gave it a B was it wasn't his pass rush, because I think that he has great hand techniques, but when I look at him as a player, he could kind of get had in the run game. I didn't really realize the size of Ellerson Smith. He's a little bit smaller, but just because he's a little bit smaller doesn't take the dog out of him, man. He has great off-the-ball speed. Like I said, he has great hands. He can get to the QB. He's great off the edge, especially in the run game. But when I mean in the run game, he could be had. There have been certain games where he gets taken advantage of in the run game by the offensive line due to his size. So I like the pick. Hopefully he can put on some more weight. He'd be a nice rotational piece. Right now, we need as much depth at the edge position as we can because we saw what this team was like with no edge rushers last year. There was a point where we had David Mayo coming off the ball, and oh my God, man. All right, we're not even gonna get into that. Y'all already know how that was. But now in the 6th round, we selected running back Gary Brightwell. Now, to me, I actually like this signing. I'm going to give it a B. And the reason why I'm going to give it a B is because I thought that we need running back depth. We have Saquon Barkley and we have Devontae Booker. That's really it. And I think that that's not enough. We need Gary Brightwell, just really any depth that we can take at the running back position, just in case if a player like Saquon Barkley goes down or if Devontae Booker goes down. Right now, we need depth. He runs hard. I like his speed. I like his agility. He has a great vision for where the open holes are when the plays are opening up. I like Gary Brightwell. I really do. I actually got to watch one. It was only one, but at least I can say I watched one game with Gary Brightwell. But solid player. I like it. I think that's a good pick in the 6th round. And we're going to see how he plays out. Obviously I don't think he's going to get that much time, but still a solid pick. I like it. Now, with our last pick in the draft, the New York Giants select Rodarius Williams, cornerback. Now, he's actually the older brother to Greedy Williams down there in Cleveland. I like it. Again, we need depth in the cornerback position. He kind of does remind me of Greedy with his play style. He's going to take risks. He can get beat, but he can beat you as well. If your quarterback makes a mistake, he's going to make you pay for it. But with those kind of players like that really take those chances and take those risks, it's either one or two things. Either it's going to be a big play because they took the bait, or it's going to be an interception. And to me, that's Rodarius Williams. I think that he'd be great on special teams. Again, a nice solid depth piece. Honestly, if I could give this whole draft an overall grade, I'm going to give it an A. I really got to give it an A. I thought the New York Giants collected draft capital, which we did. I'm very, very happy with what Dave Gettleman has done with this draft. I thought that with his first draft where he's traded back, he did an excellent job trading back. And I thought that, honestly, Dave Gettleman deserved a lot of credit for this draft. I'm very pleased with what he did. And I think that with us collecting draft capital, we also selected the best players that we felt were available. And you can't be upset with these picks. Now look, I understand people are upset that we didn't address the offensive line. And Dave Gettleman did come out and say that clearly, we have different opinions on the offensive line than what they do. And honestly, I think a lot of people seem to forget that offensive line, it's one of those positions that you can have the best players on there, but it's still going to take continuity. It's still going to take time and chemistry for these players, to get used to playing with each other. And we just got to be patient with this offensive line. I do think that Andrew Thomas is going to have a great year this year. Nick Gates played solid for us without, ever playing center. And look, Will Hernandez, while he didn't play too good, he also dealt with COVID. Matt Parrott dealt with COVID. There were certain games like Baltimore or even Arizona where he didn't look too good, but he's going to learn. I have faith in Matt Parrott. Shea Lemieux, kind of questionable, but I think that he's good in the pass game. The run game he needs to work on. And we did go out and get Zach Fulton. He was with the Texans most recently, and that's a nice depth piece. We did pick up some undrafted free agents, for the offensive line, and I think that, you're going to get some value there. But overall, I'm very pleased with what the New York Giants have done this offseason. I think that Dave Gettleman has knocked it out of the park this whole offseason, free agency and the draft included. A+, but for the draft, I'm going to give it an A. What are your grades for this draft? How are you guys feeling about this draft? Let us know your thoughts below. What was your favorite pick? To me, it's tied between Azeez Ojulari and Kadarius Toney. If I had to pick one, Azeez Ojulari. That was my favorite pick in the draft. But let me know your thoughts below. Another video from the Hit Squad Productions, and we'll see you guys